I'm John, and tonight I want answers about Labor Day and not giving marriage licenses. There's no stopping us now because we're live.
John wants answers. Give John answers. John wants answers. Give John answers now.
Thank you.
John wants.
Needed. Check your calendar. If it says September 10th, 2015, then we're live. I want to call my first witness tonight. My first witness is Keith Statenfield. There you are.
Yeah,
Out of nowhere.
yeah.
All right.
It was there were clouds everywhere.
They've already
And-
dispersed. But yeah.
Angelic voices.
And pianos were playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone had little wings. And there were tater tots everywhere. Like if you wanted a tater tot, you could just pick one up and eat it.
This is Keith Statenfield. He is my first witness because he is the host of Keith Explains.
I am.
Also on this channel.
Yes, now in high
830s.
def. Now in high def.
High def. Wow, exciting. You're my expert witness tonight because you're a news junkie,
Yes.
a history buff,
Yes.
and we could not buy off any better witnesses.
No, you couldn't. I don't think you even try anymore.
Stop trying. If you've never seen the show before, this is a courtroom drama. I'm the prosecutor. My guest is the expert witness. And you in the audience and at home are the jury. And it's your job to convict or acquit the topics. It's jury group 160 tonight. So thank you for coming. We'll have to issue some bench warrants for those who are missing.
It doesn't look like a courtroom. It looks like a auto repair shop.
Yeah, I'm getting a new tire to put on my car. So,
I didn't know you could have court in front of an auto repair shop.
well, I had to be
Is it
at the
Canadian?
dealership.
Is it a Canadian thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're in this weird county where, rules don't matter.
Land is really, really pricey, so they're forced to wedge courts in.
Yes, and service stations. We'll be taking your tweets. You can tweet us during the show at John Wants Answer. There's no S on the end because the S is for suck. Tweet us. We will then read your tweets, and then we will make fun of them or talk about them or answer them.
I thought before the reason we didn't have an S is there was no room on the screen. But now there's more room on the screen. So couldn't you get John Wants Answers?
No.
Does someone else have it? Is someone squatting? Is someone squatting on John Wants Answers?
Maybe. Someone should tweet at John Wants Answers and see what happens.
Twitter squatting?
But if you don't want to use Twitter, I don't blame you. Go to johnwantsanswers.com.
Yeah.
We used to have a title for that. And as I'm reading this card, I realized I didn't make a title for johnwantsanswers.com. So
That's unfortunate.
It's spelled how it sounds. johnwantsanswers.com. Go there, click on Contact Us. You can send a message on the website instead of Twitter.
Actually, it's not spelled how it sounds.
No, how's it sound? It sounds
Well,
John.
it's spelled like JONWANTS because the H in John is silent.
Okay.
So it's not spelled how it sounds. It's spelled how it sounds with an extra H in there. Guess
Yeah.
where?
Yeah, but
You got to guess where the H goes.
Okay. Well, I think people can guess pretty good where it's going to be. Big news. We are in high definition today. So for years, we've been waiting for this day. High definition. We've been doing
You've been
standard
waiting.
def
I
all
wasn't
this
waiting.
time. It's like we've been using 1990s technology. I remember in the 90s, we got our first stereo television set.
Yeah.
And what we were using up to last month is that technology, just color with stereo.
Wow. Did we tape the show in stereo?
I think we did.
Okay.
I think yeah.
If
yeah, I
not,
think
it would
we-
be like,
yes. We
like
did tape in stereo.
1960s technology.
I'm going to show you high def. So let's go to camera 2, and we're going to zoom in on my face. Let's see how much detail we can get on my face.
Okay, this is going to
Okay.
be
Whoa!
terrifying.
Wow! Whoa! Whoa!
Man,
Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! You can even see the cards that I'm using.
You've gone gray.
Before, you could never see what I have written on these things. I'm saying high def. What did the cards say? High def. Zoom in on my head and the cards. That's what we're doing. So I'm
Wow.
sticking to the script.
You're giving the magic away.
Yes.
Do you think that's
All
what
right.
it was on Letterman's cards?
Probably on Jon Stewart's cards. He had like papers, blue papers.
Yeah, he always had a paper, and they auctioned off a piece of paper once.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it was blank. He said there's never anything on the paper. The only
Yeah.
reason he has the paper is so he can do this.
It had nothing on it.
He likes to doodle.
Programming change announcement. So normally you expect us to come on October 8th after this show.
The next show would be
You think
October
it's
8th.
Which is true. We still having a show October 8th. We're having another show. Saturday, this Saturday, September 12th at 2:45. Now we're going to stream it live on the internet,
2:45?
but not 2:45 p.m.
Wow.
I'm guessing, because we're not live on this channel KMVT, but we're live on the internet. If you tune on KMVT, you'll be watching High School Sports. If you see High School Sports, go to your computer and go to johnwantsanswers.com. It's spelled like it sounds, with an H.
What do you think the intersection of people that watch high school sports and people that watch John Wants Answers is?
I don't think anyone watches either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On KMVT.
I was going to
get a lot
guess
of
zero.
views.
I was going to guess zero, but
I get a lot
no
of-
one watches either would be another good answer, another acceptable answer.
But the reason we're doing a show on Saturday is special guest Nat Kirshen is coming on the show. He is a comedian. You might know him from Last Comic Standing. You might know him from Craig Ferguson. You might know him from Jimmy Fallon. And he's coming to Rooster Teeth Feathers this weekend. So
He's at Rooster Teeth Feathers now.
tonight.
Like right now.
Right now, he's doing a set. So thanks for watching me instead of him tonight. But then tomorrow, watch him instead of me. A little trade-off.
Or what about on Saturday?
Saturday,
On Saturday, you can watch him and you. Just saying.
you can watch him and me in the afternoon on
Yes.
Saturday, and later that night
You go watch him
see-
again
watch
because you
him
saw him on
live.
Friday. You saw him on Friday.
you won't see me, but you can see him then at the comedy club.
I need a card. I need to write this down. This is very. I'm gonna draw lots of graphs.
Been to the movies lately?
Yes, actually I was.
I went to the movies on Friday. You went to the movies on Friday?
No, I didn't. No.
No?
No.
Oh, I went to the movies on Friday. I saw a movie, Steve Jobs, Man in the Machine.
No.
Guess who has a starring role in that film? Well, not me. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't
But-
you. I'm
but
gonna
I-
guess Steve Jobs.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I appeared 2 times. 2 times in this movie. It was fantastic. I did not speak either time.
No.
I was beside a guy, an important guy, who was speaking. So if you want to see me beside a guy who's speaking and say important things, see Steve Jobs' Man in the Machine, now in theaters.
Wouldn't they just wait like 2 minutes when I'll be speaking, and you'll be beside me?
What?
Well, in 2 minutes, you will be beside
Oh.
an important person who will be speaking.
I think you're unclear on one of those words. We have a deposition that was taken earlier this year. This show keeps getting better and better in some ways. In fact, we have the witness here in the room today who
Compelled
said
his
that.
presence.
We've compelled him to appear,
Yeah.
and he's nodding his
We're
head.
gonna find
like
out
yes.
why did
yes,
he
I did say
lie
that.
like this.
And thank you to our executive producer, musician Brain Westbefall.
Brain Westfall.
Thanks to him, we're doing a show in high def. You know, without him, we can't do a show in high def.
Yeah.
The opinion
you
stated
get a different producer.
we ran out. He's our last hope.
Okay.
Brian is our last hope.
Yeah.
The opinions stated here are my own and not necessarily those of my company. You want to get in on that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, first topic, Labor Day.
I think so. Yeah.
All right.
It's better in the cloudy place.
I thought I turned off the continuous button, so it's only single. But... Okay, Labor Day. We have Labor Day in Canada too. But there we have a U in it. Labor Day.
Okay. Is it like a month and a half earlier than our Labor Day?
No, same day.
Just like Thanksgiving?
Same day. It's the first Monday in September.
In September?
Yeah.
Copycats.
Technically, no. Technically, in the 1880s, Canada got it first, and the Americans copied us.
I don't believe that.
So Yeah, it was
Doesn't make any sense at all.
there are these unions, and they were fighting for 54-hour work weeks.
54-hour work weeks. 9 hours a day, 6 days of work is
Yeah.
all man should have to work according to God. It's in Leviticus.
Yeah, so what is Labor Day? We're getting ahead of ourselves now. What is Labor Day?
Labor Day is a holiday designed to celebrate primarily people who work as opposed to people that own and therefore aren't called
Okay.
workers, even though they work.
So like management.
Management, not.
Like my manager comes to work as many hours as I do.
Yeah.
He's not considered labor.
Well, you're not really considered labor.
Well, we are not considered labor.
No, we're not. We
We can't join a union, can we?
could join a union.
I thought we were exempt or something because we're professional workers or some status.
Well, we could try to unionize. I mean, it wouldn't work, but we could try.
What would stop us from unionizing? Like
I mean,
getting support from our
airplane
colleagues?
pilots are both in a union and professionals.
Okay. So we could unionize.
No, we couldn't. It would never work.
Well, there's no law saying we can't unionize.
That's correct.
Okay. That's what I wanted to know. Well, that's good. But yeah, we don't. When I think of labor,
Yeah, yeah.
I think of guys on the side of the road building roads, constructing bridges.
Yeah, yeah.
That sounds like labor. What we do is we sit in an air-conditioned office
Yeah, air-conditioned office. We're
and we type at a computer, and if our chair isn't expensive enough, and we start complaining, like,
Oh, I don't. No, I don't.
The chair isn't firm enough. We need to call someone else from
a labor guy who will come in.
and come.
If
in
you have
and say-
thought for your job, I should buy one of those back support belts. Odds are you're labor.
yeah,
Yeah.
movers, guys. So in Canada, we started school the Tuesday after Labor Day,
Okay.
like without fail. And then I moved here, and I'm hearing like kids going back to
Like
school.
second
in
week of August. It's crazy. It's
Crazy. What is that?
I don't know.
That's
I come from Wisconsin. Same thing in Wisconsin. Like you, school starts after Labor Day. It's the law in Wisconsin. In Wisconsin, it's an actual law. School's not allowed to start before Labor Day.
I don't think we actually had law. It was just convention, I think. Could have been a law.
Or
I don't
being
know.
polite.
So that's a California thing, or is it now spreading
I've heard it's other
nationwide?
places. I mean, I kind of think it's really hot in August, and schools are air conditioned.
Here, it's still pretty hot too. It's today. It's like 101 degrees
It's
outside.
freaking, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy out here.
Darn you, Al Gore.
So Labor Day started in Canada in the 1880s.
Yes.
Where we want 54 hours. So like I'm doing 40 hours a week. Well, I'm not. I'm doing more than 40 hours a week. But 40 hours that we do now, we're a bunch of like a generation of lazy people, aren't we? Compared to people from 130 years ago.
Maybe those of us at your company are lazy.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. People at Google, not Nest.
Not Nest.
People at Google are lazy. And remember what I said earlier. The opinions stated here are my own, and not necessarily those of my company.
Oh,
Yeah.
good to know. Good to know.
Good to know. So in Canada, Labor Day is when you went to the cottage and you cleaned it up and winterized it. You got ready for winter.
Okay.
'Cause you-
Because winter, I think, starts second week of September in Canada.
Yeah. After Labor Day, you can't go back to the cottage. 'cause-
No, you can't.
Well,
The
you have
snow's
to go
too
to
deep.
work.
Snow's too
And
deep.
the snow is too deep, and it's too cold, and it's frozen solid shut.
Yeah,
You have like
basically. Yeah.
the bodies of dead frozen squirrels in front of your door, and you can't move them until the thaw. So the doors can open.
Yeah.
And then at the opposite end, we have something called the May 2-4 weekend. I think it's actually called Victoria Day officially. It's like,
After Queen Victoria?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys don't have a Queen
We
Victoria?
don't have queens.
No, no.
We kicked them out.
You kicked out a king, I thought.
Well, it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, yeah. And so that weekend is when summer started and we opened the cottage. So
Man, you
we cleared out
people-
the thawed dead squirrel.
You were just upper crust
You're just-
all around.
I never had a cottage, but people had
What,
cottages.
what did you do on Labor Day?
Labor Day, I was like, oh crap, school's tomorrow.
Oh, that's too bad.
Got to start studying for school tomorrow.
Yeah.
Trying on the new clothes mom bought me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the USA got their Labor Day 5 years after Canada.
Yeah, well,
We set a trend. Some guy saw the parades in Toronto,
Yes.
and he's like, we should use that back at home. And he went back to like New York and said, let's have a parade for
Have a Labor
Labor
Day.
Yeah.
I mean, primarily, I figured in the U.S., it became Labor Day. Everywhere else in the world, it's May Day. May 1st is
funny story.
International Labor Day,
Yeah,
really.
it's actually Labor Day was on May 1st or something, and then something bad happened on May 1st.
Well, there have been
bloody-
riots. I mean, there have been riots many times.
bloody riots and protests. So your president said we should not associate Labor Day with this
Exactly.
commemoration of horrible things happening.
Of the-
So let's pick a new day. And so they copied.
And so
like, oh, Canada's
they
doing
moved it to the other end of the year.
Yeah. So, but it works out. Now, we also Labor Day significates
It's significant because
you can't wear white anymore
you can.
after Labor Day.
You can. You can
No.
wear white all you can wear white all you want after.
I have a white T-shirt on, but it's underneath a non-white shirt.
That's correct.
Yeah. So
That's just it's a crazy, stupid thing that people say. It's not true at all. You can wear white after
No,
Labor
I
Day.
remember back in season 1 of this show, we talked about this. It's because it starts raining, not here, but elsewhere in the country, it starts raining after Labor Day, and you don't want to get mud on your white clothing.
But it
So-
rains in Wisconsin in June all the time, and you could wear white.
Okay. And
And
white
that whole you don't wear white after Labor Day was just a way to try to separate the old rich from the new rich by inventing a billion rules.
the new rich didn't wear white after Labor Day, or the old rich?
Well, they
did?
didn't know all the rules, so you could tell who
If I wanted-
was one of the new rich versus the old rich by how good they were at obeying all these crazy social rules.
If I wanna be the new
you don't
rich-
use the shrimp fork with the thing, and you got to use this spoon with this food, and you don't wear white after Labor Day. All these just crazy things that they invented to try to make the
make the-
upper crust feel better about themselves.
So if I want to be new rich, then I don't wear white after Labor Day.
no, just if you,
Or
if
old
you own white clothes, wear them whenever you want.
Oh, okay.
Chicks love white.
Labor Day celebrated today by cooking meat on an open fire.
Oh yeah, that's
That's a big thing these days. It's a barbecue holiday.
Barbecue holiday.
Yeah.
I had a lovely barbecue. You came. Did you like it?
Yeah, good stuff. I had a burger.
Yeah.
I had some potato
Did you have a
chips.
bratwurst?
I didn't have bratwurst now.
I only make the burgers because some people aren't smart enough to take a bratwurst.
That's one of me. That's me.
Okay.
And you got a robot giving out drinks.
got a robot making drinks.
Yeah, that robot made friends.
Yes.
Yeah. I think people like the robot more than the robot like the people.
That's true.
Because robots have no feelings.
This one
But some of
does.
these drunk people got very affectionate
yeah,
with the robot.
yeah, that was they were kind of
yeah,
affectionate.
yeah. Labor Day is also a big day for sales.
Is it?
It seems a little ironic because at Labor Day they figure people aren't at work, we can have Labor Day sales, so on a Monday they can come and shop. Which means people who are working in the stores have to work on Labor Day.
Yeah, that sucks.
But they're not, not unionized.
That seems true with like Christmas. Like they make people work on Christmas now.
On Christmas, not Christmas Day.
Christmas Day. It's crazy.
I thought Thanksgiving Day, not Christmas Day.
And day after Thanksgiving.
I find it ironic that on Labor Day, Labor start working again.
Yeah.
But that's not unionized. I think Labor Day is only for unionized workers. That was intended only for
I don't think
unionized
so.
workers. No? All right.
Al, like Lucky's across the street from me. Union Labor, open on Labor Day.
Lucky's? That's like a grocery store, yeah.
Yeah, it's a grocery store.
Unionized?
Unionized.
Oh. Do you have to pay more money when you go shop
Not
at
that I know
Lucky's?
of. They all seem nice.
All right, well, we have to stop now for a recess. When we reconvene, we will take your tweets and we'll talk about not giving marriage licenses. So we'll see you in a minute. I should have done the thing.
Yeah, you should in the thing.
Called it adjourned.
Yeah.
Recess, whatever I say. All right, I think we have tweets.
It's a nice effect. It's a nice effect.
The disappearing act.
Yeah. The magic.
Magic. I'm trying to find the beginning of the tweets. Okay, there's the beginning of the tweets. Okay. We have many
Okay.
tweets.
Again-
I gotta check the mail now too.
People in the studio are not allowed to tweet.
They're not?
That's
no,
no,
that's not
that's
true.
not. That's
They're encouraged to tweet. Because we don't have any mechanism for them to come and bring questions forth.
okay. Watch.
Like
If you ever-
juries can't talk.
If you have a question, write it on this piece of paper and pass it to the bailiff, and he'll bring it over to the judge, who's always off camera.
We have no messages from the website.
That's what I'm saying. I'm guessing we have no tweets from outside the studio.
No, we do have a tweet from outside the studio.
Man, you should read that one first.
I will. 'Cause
Okay, are we ready?
I think we're ready to go.
Okay, here we go. Look, it's me.
And we're back.
Where were we again?
Court now in session. And we're going to read your tweets. So, the first tweet this actually came in on September 2nd. So that's like a week ago. From Jim Murphy. The next time we meet in Home Depot, we'll get a Sharpie and you totally need to sign something.
Ah,
I think he's referring that I'm now a movie star because I have been in movie theaters. And I think he's also referring that we might have met once in Home Depot.
yeah, probably shortly before then.
I think it's a while. I don't think
Wow.
it was not September 1st.
Well, no.
It was many months. So, yes, I will sign one of those orange shelves at Home Depot. Scott Canaster.
Canister. I think it's pronounced canister.
Canister?
It's like Canada, but a
Naster.
stir in the end.
Scott Naster. Why did the labor movement prevent the U from getting fired from labor?
British people put U's in weird places.
Well, and Canadians. Everything except Americans. Everyone except Americans put the U in it. I have no answer to that. Scott also says, did you know this year had the earliest possible Memorial Day? May 25th.
I did, yeah.
I didn't know that. You knew that? And the latest possible Labor Day, September 8th. Really? Wait,
Labor Day wasn't September 8th.
I'm being told he means 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, I didn't know that either.
It's the longest possible summer.
Well, yes and no. I mean, if you use those 2 dates as the bookends for your summer, then yes. But officially, it's
That's crazy.
September 21st is the end of summer,
Yeah.
and June 21st is the start of summer.
Yeah.
So technically, it's always the same length.
About the same. This is riveting television, by the way.
So it was the longest possible unofficial summer. Unofficial summer, yes. When will that ever happen again?
Someday.
I imagine every 7 squared years.
I bet if I go to like Facebook, there'll be a thing that tells me this is the 666th time it's happened.
Those are lies. If you do the
Those are
math on
lies. They're all
those
lies.
things,
They're
all lies.
pretty filthy lies.
Yes. Why don't Silicon Valley workers unionize? I think we're doing okay without unions.
We're doing okay,
Yeah.
mostly.
People who are not doing okay need unions, usually. Right?
I think many more people could benefit from unions.
Could we benefit from unions?
Possibly. But
We
I
just have to
also
pay
think it
union
would be
dues.
very hard to standardize. I mean, I think unions do work better when jobs are more standardized.
Yeah. Like you and I are software engineers, but we do very different things.
Yeah.
You couldn't do my job.
No, I have pride.
What would happen if a Muslim clerk denied marriage licenses to pork eaters? I think we're getting ahead of ourselves, but that would probably be an uproar. There'd be an uproar.
Yeah. Fox News would be talking about Sharia law
Yeah.
and how it's not allowed to be imposed in America.
I am starting a new religion that believes stealing is sacred. That should be fine, right? No, I don't think it's going to be fine. I've often thought about this, like a religion where I don't have to pay alimony.
Or speeding tickets. Speeding
I
tickets.
don't think it's going to work.
I don't believe in laws against speeding.
Yeah.
I should be able to park anywhere I want. God said so.
Why do
There
so
was
many-
a burning tablet and everything.
Why do so many people focus on biblical prohibition of same-sex relationships, ignore so much else in the Bible?
Because they're hypocrites.
I was right with this, yeah, because like the Bible
hypocrites.
has many rules. Like you
Yes.
can't wear 2 fabrics at once. You can't wear leather.
Can't wear fabric
and cotton.
made of more than one material.
Yeah, and no one gets an uproar about that. Like I have no idea what fabrics I'm wearing. I'm wearing jeans and shirts. I don't know what those. That's not fabrics. That's just. I don't know what I'm wearing, but I'm sure good
We're
chance
guys, we have no idea.
I'm breaking the rules. But no one's complaining about that. I'm not getting any letters in. Well, now I will. I'm not, till this point, getting any letters in about that. My favorite part of the show is the advanced technology. We're high def now.
We're high def.
I'm going to look at the camera and smile. High def.
Yeah.
Now maybe in post-processing, I'll do a little like chink in my eye when I wink. No, I won't do that. I'm too lazy. And finally, Twitter handles can only be 15 characters long. Create a petition to fix this. I used to go to change.org is where
Change.org.
people
Yeah.
go for petitions.
Yeah.
And then they have to redo their whole. It's like a Pascal string, because I think 16 characters should be the limit.
Well, there's an @ sign at the beginning.
Oh, that's just that's not part of the name itself. That's the convention. I don't know. Seems like, who did the Twitter? Jack Dorsey? Did he do the Twitter?
One of them,
Yeah, he should have known better.
Evan Dahl.
15. That's crazy. Okay, that's the end of our tweets.
That's the end of the show, man.
No, we got time. Is it the end of the show? Hope not. Oh no, we've got 3 minutes left to talk about this crazy lady not giving marriage licenses.
Yeah.
I don't want to call her crazy. She's religious and sticking to her guns, but she's taking issue at one thing in the Bible, but not other things. We mentioned this in the tweets.
We did.
She's against the homosexual marriages.
Yes.
She herself has been married many times. She gives out licenses to people who have been married already. And the Bible says when you're married, that's it. You can't, there's no, unless you die,
There's no backseas.
unless the other person dies, then you can do it again. But then the chick can't, because the chick has to be a virgin when she gets married. Otherwise, she has to be
I think
stoned.
that's true for second marriages.
No, she has to be stoned if she's married and
No,
not a
no.
virgin.
No.
It's in the Bible. You
No,
gotta
no,
throw
because
rocks
if
at
like
it.
a woman's married to a guy and they don't have any kids, and the guy dies, she has to marry his brother.
Really?
And you can't marry a stoned lady.
The brother? You have to marry the brother?
Yeah, because you got to ensure there are male progeny.
Okay. Who is this lady not getting marriage licenses?
I totally forgot her name.
Kim-
I had admitted
Kim Davis?
Kim Davis. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Why was
She's
she
a county clerk somewhere in Kentucky.
Kentucky? Figures. I mean,
Elected county clerk.
elected. So, yeah, so why couldn't she be fired?
Because she's elected.
Because she's elected. So you can't
Yeah.
fire someone
You can't
who's
fire people that are
elected.
elected.
So mayors,
Only the electorate can fire someone, and you do that at the next election.
how about,
And Kentucky has no provision for recall.
so there's no impeachment rule?
There is impeachment.
Oh, so
But
she could be
impeachment would
impeached.
require the legislature to do it, and the legislature doesn't want to do it.
They don't
And it
wanna
would
do
take them a while, I think,
Okay.
because they're out of session.
There's,
And it would take them a while even if they were in session, but
And they don't seem motivated.
they don't seem motivated.
Because a federal judge said gay marriage to everybody. And
The Supreme
states-
Court
Supreme
said
Court. Who's the federal government? Yeah.
that. Yes.
And the states, were just kind of forced on this. And marriage has been like a state, under the state law.
Yeah, it's been under the federal law for a long time.
I thought marriage is one of the state law things.
Well, states impose the requirements for marriage,
yeah.
but the requirement that marriages be accepted is in federal law.
Now she stopped giving out all marriage licenses, right? Not
That's
just,
correct. She's not nobody's getting married there.
Not just the gay ones.
So she's
No
making
one.
tiny little bastards, is what she's doing.
Because I believe she herself made some bastards, right? Because she had kids at wedlock.
No, they're married when.
I thought, no, it's out of wedlock. That's what I read. I don't know. Maybe you read more. So she can't be fired. She can't be impeached because there's no, she could be impeached.
could be
but
impeached.
It
It'll
takes
take a
long
while.
time. So then why is she put in jail instead of just being, of all the options, how did jail happen?
Well, because a federal judge
Mm-hmm.
found her in contempt of his order that you must issue marriage licenses. That's what the 14th Amendment says. And she said, I'm not gonna.
Oh.
And then the judge said, when I say you got to do this, you got to do this. And she said, I'm not gonna. And then the judge said, well, then I'm gonna put you in jail
Oh. Now, while she's
until
in jail,
you start issuing marriage licenses.
while she's in jail, 5 of 6 deputy clerks issued licenses.
Yes.
What's the deal with that 6th deputy?
I believe that 6th deputy is her son.
And so the judge was okay with 5 out of 6.
What the judge has said is it has to be possible for a same-sex couple to get a marriage license in the county. But you only have to go to one clerk to get a marriage license. You don't take a vote.
All right. We are. We're out of time.
Wow.
Whoa. That's it.
Those things are huge in high def.
Stay tuned for Atlas of thoughts on his Met and then what the bleep. All right. We're adjourned.